Hi. I want to talk a little bit about nervous system regulation and finding peace in your body and calm in your body and dealing with anxiety. Because I think a lot of us have trauma in our bodies that we have to deal with, and when something happens, everything goes, I'm in danger. And it can be really hard to let go of, because in this day and age, we have nowhere to run. And this system is designed so that if something feels threatening, everything mobilizes and we are able to run from danger. And in our world, it doesn't look like a saber tiger, so it doesn't feel like there's any reason to run. And you live in a city or you're in your house, there's really nowhere to run. So we have to figure out other ways of dealing with trauma and nervous system upset. And I want to say that for me, there are a few things that work, and one of them is definitely this. Exhaling. And then feeling into my body and feeling where there's tension. And wherever there's tension, I intentionally relax that part. Because right now, I'm in the hammock with a pillow under my head in beautiful Mexico. Birds are singing, the sun is shining. So there is no danger, right? There is nothing threatening me. And I have the lake right out here, Lake Chapala, that I'm looking at. It's so beautiful. And the mountains, I don't know if my camera catches it very well. There's a little bit of a morning haze, so it's not very, very clear. So that's one of the things that I do. Another thing is, if I can feel my body being tense, I take a shower. I turn on the shower, and you can pick whatever temperature you want. It doesn't have to be cold or hot or anything. Pick the temperature you like, and then kind of stand in one place and stretch your arms and just wiggle your body a little bit. Wiggle under the water. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And wiggle as fiercely as you feel comfortable doing in your shower. You know, some shower floors are pretty slippery, and you might feel that you're gonna fall over. We don't want that. That's not gonna heal your nervous system. But wiggling in the shower is definitely good. If you're a visitor, a guest at another person's house, and you can't take a shower, you can always go to the toilet. You can go to the bathroom, and you can splash ice cold water in your face and dry off. Because that kind of tells the nervous system also, your focus becomes on the cold water in your face and not what is going on in your body. There's another method that you might want to try that can work really well, and that is patting yourself on the body. And what you should do, now I can't show you because I'm in the hammock, but what I normally do is I pat my whole body all the way down to the feet, pat, 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 and back up, all over, whole body, front and back of legs. Of course, you can't pat yourself on the back, but you can at least pat yourself a little bit here, and also the head, pat, pat, pat. And I bet if you try this and pat yourself all over the body, you will feel a difference. Try it. And let me know in the comments how you feel about that. But for me, the most effective is the breathing. And putting sound on is fantastic. And you don't have to, it's okay if you sound really silly or stupid, that's fine. I don't care what other people think about me doing breathing exercises on the rooftop. I don't care. So, or with more sound, that's fine. That's good. Because you're sending a signal to your brain and to your body, I got this. I was upset, my nervous system was in high alert, I was anxious, I was scared, but I got this. And of course, one thing that's really important is that you remove yourself from whatever made you anxious and got your nervous system upset, and you stay away. So I know that in many relationships, you know, you have a loving, beautiful relationship, just like I have. And sometimes there's conflict, because there is in every relationship. We don't go through life without conflict. And in those situations, I can easily be flooded. A flooded is a term describing that I'm overwhelmed with emotion and my reaction, the nervous system reaction to what is going on. And to deal with that, I need to withdraw. I need to withdraw and not be in contact, not feel that I have to pick up the phone or answer a text or go see someone or talk to someone. I need to remove myself. And that has nothing to do with him, right? It's not because he's a bad person or, you know, anything. I just need to take care of myself. That is my number one responsibility in this world, is taking care of me. And I am doing a very good job of that. And I hope that you are too. Because this is how we get through all the difficult stuff that we have to deal with. And it doesn't mean that we're weak. It doesn't, on the contrary, we are strong because we are able to remove ourselves and take care of ourselves and calm ourselves down. And it might take a few days. It might take a few days to get back to, okay, now I'm calm. I'm not flooded anymore. I'm not overwhelmed by emotions. I'm not overwhelmed with what was said. And you know, another thing we do if we have conflict is ruminating. We start thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and turning things over. And then he said that, and she said that, and then I said that, and then that happened. And our mind just goes into overdrive. And that's really not good for us. It feels like the brain is in a pressure cooker, boiling. And the best thing for me to deal with that is to walk. And I will take my phone and I will have a podcast in my ears. I love the podcast Hidden Brain. Write your favorite podcast in the comments. And often I won't even hear what they're saying on the podcast, because it's just to make some noise in my ears while I walk. And I'll walk fiercely for like 45 minutes in one direction and then back again. That sometimes helps me with my ruminating thoughts. So these are some examples of what I do and how I handle stuff that's difficult in life. And I look forward to having this conversation with you and hearing about what you do, what you find helpful. So take care of yourself. See you soon again.